Every answer begins with a question. Why would an empire build a city so high in the mountains that even clouds struggle to reach it, then leave it behind without a fight? Long before maps named this place, before tourists followed stone paths, the Andes were alive with meaning. Mountains were not just rock, they were spirits, apus, watchful guardians that listened, judged, protected. To the Inca, height meant power, closeness to the sky, intimacy with the sun. And somewhere between earth and heaven, they chose to build Machu Picchu. In the mid-1400s, the Inca Empire was expanding faster than any civilization in South America had ever seen. Its ruler, Pachacuti, was not just a conqueror. He was a visionary. Under his command, roads stitched together jungles, deserts, and mountains. Messages traveled by runners faster than many empires managed with horses, and stone, unyielding, eternal stone, became the language of authority. Machu Picchu was carved into a razor-thin ridge above the Urubamba River, not placed there, but fused into the mountain itself. Each block was shaped by hand, hauled without wheels, lifted without iron tools. No mortar binds the walls, yet they have survived earthquakes that shattered modern cities nearby. The stones flex, they move, they endure. This was not a city for the masses. There are no markets buzzing with thousands of voices, no signs of overcrowded streets. Machu Picchu was intimate, controlled, purposeful. Most scholars believe it was a royal estate, a retreat for the emperor and his court, a place where power could rest, observe, and commune with the cosmos. Because this city wasn't just built for people, it was built for the sun. At dawn during the solstices, light slips through stone windows with surgical precision. Shadows fall where they were meant to fall. The Intihuatana stone, often called the hitching post of the sun, stands like a frozen command, anchoring the heavens to the earth. Time here was not measured, it was honored. Water flowed through the city in carefully engineered channels. Not one spring wasted. Agriculture clung to the mountainside in terraces that prevented erosion and created microclimates. Corn grew where it shouldn't have. Life thrived where logic said it couldn't. And then, almost suddenly, the world changed. In the 1530s, the Spanish arrived with steel, horses, and diseases that moved faster than armies. The Inca Empire collapsed in a matter of decades. Cities were burned. Temples were looted. Gold was stripped from sacred walls. But Machu Picchu remained untouched. No Spanish chronicler described its capture. No records mention its fall. No bones suggest a final massacre. Instead, the city simply emptied. Doors closed. Fires went cold. The jungle moved in, patient and quiet. Why? Some believe the inhabitants fled as disease spread through the empire. Others think the city lost its purpose when royal power disappeared. A few suggest it was never meant to last forever, that Machu Picchu had already fulfilled its role in a cosmic cycle the Inca understood far better than we do. What we know is this: the conquerors never found it. For nearly 400 years, Machu Picchu vanished, not destroyed, not conquered, but hidden, wrapped in vines, protected by altitude, fog, and silence. Farmers passed near it. Locals knew fragments of its story. But the world beyond the Andes forgot. Until 1911, an American explorer, guided by local villagers and old rumors, climbed the ridge and emerged into stone terraces swallowed by green. Walls still standing, stairways leading nowhere, a city holding its breath. The discovery shocked the world, not because Machu Picchu existed, but because it shouldn't have survived. Archaeologists expected chaos. They found order. They expected crude construction. They found mastery. They expected a lost city of mystery. They found a living blueprint of how the Inca understood nature, power, and time itself. Machu Picchu wasn't isolated. It was connected, politically, spiritually, astronomically, to a vast empire that ruled without writing, without money, without prisons. An empire held together by obligation, belief, and an unshakable relationship with the land. Even today, the city resists easy answers. Every excavation raises new questions. Were ceremonies held here that we no longer recognize? Did astronomer priests watch the skies from these stones, predicting seasons and eclipses? Were chosen women, the Atlas, brought here to weave, brew, and serve rituals now lost to history? And perhaps the greatest mystery of all, was Machu Picchu ever meant to be found? Because it doesn't feel abandoned, it feels paused. The walls still stand alert. The stones still fit as if they were laid yesterday. The mountains still watch. When mist rolls in and the city disappears from view, it feels less like a ruin and more like a reminder of what humans can build when they listen to the land instead of fighting it. Machu Picchu is not the story of a civilization that failed. It is the story of a civilization that understood when to step back. Some cities shout their history through ruins and rubble. Machu Picchu whispers. And maybe that's why it endured. Because not every legacy is meant to dominate the world. Some are meant to wait, quietly, above the clouds, until we are ready to ask the right question.